All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. And I wanted to dive in on Brandon Curry and Andrew Jacked. There hasn't been a lot of talk about them after the Olympia weekend. And, thank God Brandon Curry is healthy and strong. And he had a little medical scare there with the ulcers flare up. But I'm so happy to see him back on the stage and pull through and put on a really good showing considering he was in the hospital and missed check-ins. He missed the press conference and he displayed a package which brought him fourth place. If Brandon wasn't in the hospital prior to stepping on stage, I think he could have given Samson Dauda a run for his money for that third place position. The conditioning, in my opinion, from the back in the glute and hamstring area is maybe a little bit better than Samson. But it just looks like Brandon brought in a little bit of a downsized version of himself. Now, maybe that's due to him being in the hospital, not eating for 12 hours. That could be a big part of it. And he's not fully filled in with all the glycogen in the muscles. But he looked tremendous, and shout out to Brandon Curry, man, one of my favorite bodybuilders, and it was great to see you back on that stage. Andrew Jacked. Now, I made comments about Andrew during the Olympia weekend, assessing his physique, and I just said, what, this guy's not in it. He's got this incredible physique. He's got some of the best genetics in the world for bodybuilding right now. And it doesn't seem like his head is in it when he's on that stage. It's just like he's going through the motions. He's not enjoying it. He's not smiling. He's not, it doesn't seem like he's processing it for some reason. And the physique that he brought wasn't his best package to date. I think Texas Pro was one of his best, and then at the Arnold as well was his best. And his legs look flat here. They're not popping. They're not super striated. Even when he does that, they're it's just, there's something missing there with Andrew, and that lands him in fifth place. And, my question to you guys is, are these guys tapped out? Is Brandon going to come back next year and battle for third or fourth or fifth again? Can Brandon beat Samson Dauda? Can he beat Nick Walker if he returns? Can he beat Derek Lunsford? Can he beat Hadi Choopan? I don't think he can. He's getting up there in age now, and I just think that, sure, if he comes on 100% and doesn't have any setbacks like he did, sure, Brandon can be in that fourth or third position if he's really on the money, and if Samson or whoever, Nick, is off, right? But aside from that, I really just don't see Brandon being able to retain his title again. And it's unfortunate because he's got a spectacular look at that shot. He looks spectacular in that shot. But you can only go so far, right? And you're battling these guys that are younger, that are, more fresher. They're not too deep into their careers yet. Aside from Hadi, he's kind of been in it just as long as Brandon in a sense. But you can look at his physique and you can just see it's just a little bit something missing, a little pop missing. Now, that could be because he was in the hospital. But that being said, I just don't see anything much else being produced out of this physique. I think it is tapped out, unfortunately. He's had an amazing run. He is a, Mr. Olympia champion. He has that under his belt. So that's why I said, even leading into the Mr. Olympia, is Brandon going to retire after this show? Is this his last Mr. Olympia show? And I don't think anyone would be upset if he walked off into the sunset and said, that's it, I'm hanging it up. I'm going to, spend more time with my family. He's got lots of kids. Right? But, leave a comment below. Where does Brandon go from here? Does he do the Arnold? to try and get second or third there. Can he win the Arnold? Especially if Samson or Nick Walker is going to do it. Again, I'd love to hear your opinion on Brandon, where you think Brandon is going with his career now. Should he still be competing? Sure, if he loves it, yes, man, do it. I would love to see Brandon back on the stage. It's going to feel different when he's not on the stage. Right? Andrew Jack. Once again, let's go pose for pose through his physique and assess what's going on with Andrew. Is it time for Andrew to get a new coach? I don't know. Chris Aceto's pretty good at what he's doing. He has Ramon Dino, and he brings Ramon in shredded. This is Andrew's full-time job. He's a bodybuilder. That's all he has to do is work out and do cardio and eat food. Yet he comes into the show looking like this. Even looking like this, still gets 5th place. But then you turn around and you see the back double bicep, you see the lat spreads. It's unfortunate that this is the best that he seems to be able to do. He's got, Psycho Lewis training him, a great trainer. You got a legend in the game, Chris Aceto, as your nutrition coach. You got all the support in the world for this. And this is the best you can bring in. And that's why I just think these guys aren't on the level of a Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Phil Heath. Because it just doesn't seem like they have the passion or the intensity, the drive to bring their bodies into the condition that it needs to be an Olympia champion. Right? Sometimes these guys just have their genetics and their genetics carry them so far. But it also takes hard work in that gym, pushing your body beyond whatever it's been before. And when I see Andrew on stage, I'm like, dude, do you like this? Do you like bodybuilding? Because you seem like you're having a shitty time on stage. And it's like it takes away from me even wanting to watch you. Because it looks like you're really unhappy up there. And you're struggling up there. Hey, maybe he's got some personal things going on in his life. I love Andrew Jack's physique. It's one of the most genetically gifted physiques I've seen in a long time, since Ronnie Coleman. But he's got way more aesthetically pleasing physique. One of the best abs and thighs out there. But something's got to change. Because if it doesn't, I'm saying he's tapped out. I don't think he can be Mr. Olympia. I don't think he can win an Arnold Classic. Not coming into shows looking like this. After having a full, year to prep and do what you need to do. Can't be looking like this. So leave a comment below. Give me your thoughts on Andrew and Brandon. Love you guys. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.